going on, everybody? DjGoHam here. Welcome back to the channel. It's Vibes and News, baby. Today we got 72 mods in testing. Giants have a new podcast, and we've got 9 modders to talk about. So let's jump right in. Starting off today with the testing list, which is at 72 mods, down from 95 yesterday. Of the mods in testing today, 53 are for PC testing, which is stage 1, and 19 are console testing, which is stage 2. Every mod has to pass PC testing first, so remember that. Speaking of mods, some notable ones in Stage 1 today are the automatic washing system, courseplay, and field statistics data. Also in testing, we have Kubota VS, which I'm 99% sure is a fertilizer spreader. We also have the Midwest Production and Feed Pack, and of course, 82 Studios Zero-Turn Mowing Pack. Maps in Stage 1 are Chainsaw Valley, Maypole Farm, Portugal South, and the Lost Corner. Moving over to console testing, some notable mods there include the 20-foot Gooseneck Trailers Pack, CSZ Tools Pack, and the Roadrunner Plus. Maps in console testing include Bloomfield, Canada, Mazzozini, Shire Farm, and Wilhelmina 22. With all that being said, we still have 142 mods sitting waiting to be tested, up from 95 yesterday, and the current average waiting time of newly submitted mods is also up to 3 work days. That'd probably be around Wednesday next week if you submitted your mod today. Those of you that purchased the Kubota DLC on release day on PlayStation may have noticed that Sony sent you some money back for the purchase. This is because they mistakenly had the DLC listed and charged $15 rather than the $13 that the DLC should have cost. So if Sony sends you some money, this is why. Giants have released their latest podcast, which was actually recorded live on Tuesday, streamed across their social medias. In this episode, they talked about the Kubota DLC, patch 1.6 and information related to that, and a little bit about FarmCon. Oh yeah, and Kermit's now worked for Giants for a whole year. It's wild to think it's been that long already. Super exciting. I think I hit most of the points of their podcast on Wednesday's Farm Sim News, so check that out if you haven't seen it already, but you should totally check out their podcast as well, link below. Jumping over to modern news, Yoast Modding has started work on a very interesting mod which could change the way that you play Farming Simulator as a whole. Well, if realism isn't your thing anyway. So, you know I already love this mod. This is called the Bulk Wagons mod, which is a forage wagon, trailer, and milling machine all in one. If you've seen my Let's Plays where I use a loading wagon that holds everything, this is basically that with extra features, so it's even more crazy. It'll even load up some production products, as shown here with lettuce beside one of the models. We're still not sure which models are going to be coming with this mod, but at very least we'll have the Stroutman shown before and the Shoemaker. There's also a hint that more base game loading wagons could be included. We will have to wait and see though. Oh yeah, and he's trying to get some unrealistic capacities between 250 and 500,000 liters, and of course 150,000 liter silage additive tank, so why not? Don't worry, he's still going to include original capacities as well, so you can play a little bit closer to reality if that's your thing. If this is something that you could use on your farm, let me know. A storm is brewing. The J&M Grain Storm from JHHG Modding comes the J&M Grain Storm for all platforms. He says it's sometime now in July. It's already July. We should see this released for all platforms. Right now, we still don't have any specs on the machine itself, but I do know that it's going to be extremely popular on big farms and maybe some small ones alike. So keep an eye out. I'll let you guys know when we get more information. A few weeks ago, Peter J. Modding announced that he would be working on an IMT 539, and we didn't really talk about it because IMT is not licensed in Farming Simulator. Well, he says it turns out the IMT lines up pretty well as a Massey Ferguson. Well, he actually said, turns out that IMT is actually a Massey, with those screenshots back and forth. Now, as I mentioned, IMT is not a licensed brand available on consoles, but Massey Ferguson sure is. Peter J. Modding says that it's still in the early workings, but we could be getting an older classic Massey in the future. CMT Software, who goes by Smetty on ModHub, showed off some more screenshots of their Fendt 800 favorite today, with different configurations and options featured, and even a new color and tires. We knew that it would be getting some big upgrades from the FS19 version, including a new HUD, simple IC, guidance steering, precision farming sport, new wheel brand, and manual shifting, and now we get to see some other options too. Do you remember using this tractor back in 19 and 17? I think this was one of the first tractors I did a mod video on back at FS17. I'm super excited to see it coming back. Solutions Modding brings an update on some mods that they're working on today, including the RTV Max 6x6 that we first talked about 2 weeks ago. This is currently going through ModHub testing for all platforms, though I didn't see it on the list today, and I wish I could give you guys more information on this, like specs or features. It's a really cool mod. I think you guys are going to love it. Unfortunately, we just don't know a whole lot about it right now. As for their New Holland TC59, this is in the modeling phase right now, and we should get to see some new screenshots of it in the next few days. The TC5 was first announced back on March 18th, so been a little while since we heard anything about it, and I'm interested to see what they bring us. And another mod that we really don't know a whole lot about yet is the Case IH Axleflow 7150 series from Hulse FS. They posted a few more screenshots of the mod overnight, but one thing that we can see from this mod today is the passenger feature at work. And we got a dude on the back of the harvester watching over to make sure everything goes smoothly. There's also a location at the front of the harvester, but we don't know if they're using the passenger feature from the Kubota DLC here, which is likely, or if they're doing something like the monster truck offered earlier this week with the seats on the rear, which is probably much less likely. Either way, more passengers on harvesters. This is the first time that we've seen something like this for combines, harvesters. Yep. Should we move on? Let's move on. DD Mod Passion's got a few more mods heading our way from the Crosetto brand. First up is the CMD 190. This spreader is going to cost you $81,000, holds between 24,000 and 36,000 liters, and it's got a spread of 6.5 meters, which I assume to be a manure spreader. It also has a working speed of 37 miles per hour or 60 kilometers per hour, which is literally insane. And that's not all, because we've got another one, the 181. Now this one has extremely similar specs, however the total weight is more at 7.8 tons, however everything else is the same. One specifically, this one in fact, was in FS19 as well. It was a manure spreader then. We'll likely be seeing the same thing here. One nice thing though is they match the other Crosetto mods from DD Mod Passion that are already on Mod Hub and other ones that are probably coming in the future. So if you like your equipment to match them, maybe you're just a big fan of Crosetto, here you go. Did somebody say forklift? Forklift! Hey, I heard it. Did you guys hear that? Team IWMM have announced what their next mod is going to be, and I thought maybe that this was something that they had back in Farming Simulator 19, as I remember seeing one back then, but nope, I took a look. This is brand new for FS22. By the looks of it, we should be able to move between 2 and 3 pallets. It's pretty long, and I do think our player's going to be pushing this from the back as well, so that'll be neat to see that animation. This is definitely a cool idea, and it'll help you guys get pallets around, maybe under your barn, on the base game maps, or in tight spaces overall. No other information is known at this time other than this screenshot, but let you guys know when we get more. And lastly, today, Hispano Modding has another project that I believe someone was working on back in 19, but it never happened. An irrigation system. Branded as the Lizard Field Plus, it looks like it's located in a central area on your map, put it wherever you want, and sprays your fields in a massive circle. Now, I know there's a few maps out there that have circular fields, and this could be beneficial for those, but it could also be beneficial for hitting spots that you really couldn't be bothered with otherwise. Maybe you got other stuff to do on your farm? Hey, do whatever this does. You're good to go. Could you use this on your farm? Let me know. Post how you would use it in the comments. And you should also post your best self-aware segue to the outro down there as well. It needs to be simple, yet subtle, and then hit you and you're like, wow, that was bad. And then you just move on to the rest of the part where I say, just like every episode of Farm Sim News, links to everything that we talked about today can be found in the description. There's no release dates for mods, so no one knows when any mod's going to be released. And if I didn't talk about something that you want to know about, that just simply means that there's no new information on that topic at the time of recording this video. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel for updated information on everything that you want to know about and some things you need to know about as well going on in the world of Farming Simulator. Well guys, that's going to be it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it, hit subscribe if you're new, enjoy the DjGoHam fam. Make sure those notification bells are on as well. That way you never miss daily Farming Simulator videos here on the channel. With that, hope you have a great day. We will see you later. Peace. Farm Sim Show is going to be a little bit earlier today, and it's on Clutch's channel. Check it out.